OBS wants an update, but it's not going to get it. OBS doesn't deserve an update as far as I'm concerned. You don't get your update, OBS. You don't get your update, OBS. No, you don't. No, you don't. Not yet. You can have it after this stream. You can have your update. You can have your update after the stream. Says yo. CS8 says hey. Logan says hi. Rain says what's up. Logan says I have the same auric that is in the back with all the attachments. Vertex says my uncle is a man. Statistically, that is true. I just got caught around my tuning peg. Might have knocked out a tune a little bit. But yeah. How is everybody? I hope everybody is doing well. Where'd you get that Oric and the Hoover behind you? I got that from a local vacuum collector. So that's pretty good. Someone said I can't hear you. Someone said I can't hear you. Seems like my audio is okay. But yeah. I got those two and that from a person. Chloe Drake says, I'm a new subscriber. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the family. But yeah. Jave Psych. Advanced Auto Parts is closing, so you may score some good deals on cleaning supplies. I don't know if there is one near me. I don't believe there is. Might have to look for one. Actually, hold on. I think there is one near me. I just never go to it because I always go to AutoZone. What do you think of the newest Helix Turbo? I did review it whenever it came out. And yeah, it is better on bare floors, but it's still not ideal for floors, and I still wouldn't recommend it for floors. So I actually prefer the older model because the older model allowed you to actually remove the post-motor filter and clean it properly, whereas this new model doesn't. So I actually prefer the older version. I actually still have two of the Rewind variants. One that I opened many years ago, but still have never turned on, and another one that's still sitting in the box over here that I bought in anticipation of doing an unboxing video on, and then I just never did. So if someone wants a new old stock version of the last gen Helix Turbo Rewind, if someone for whatever reason wants that, then I'd consider selling it. Otherwise, I'll just keep it. Waffle Plays says, hey yo. Jave Saiga did score a key fob for $3 for one of my dad's cars. Hey, that's good. Usually key fobs are expensive. Merry Christmas to you as well, Logan. My dad liked it. It's very effective. Yeah. CS8, welcome to the vacuum side of YouTube. Amen to that. Vacuum side of YouTube reporting for duty. I am John Gary and I am reporting for duty. Yes. How's everyone doing? Yes. Rick Hoover, is that the Dirt Alert in the background? No, that is just a standard Victory Mega Boss. The Dirt Alert is outside of the camera frame. It's over here, along with the Dirt Devil behind it. And the Eureka Ultra and the Elite Rewind are over by the stairs. I will record that vacuum saved video likely tonight, and it will go up either tonight or either tomorrow or Monday. It will likely go up sometime tomorrow for members and then be published live on Monday, more than likely. So be sure to look out for that. A lot of cool machines. A lot of cool machines. But yes, plenty of cool machines. Teltech Studios, Caleb wanted to say hi before he went to bed. Hello! Indeed, yes. Smells like vacuum saved in here. It really does. It really does. I'd be happy to see the comparison of the latest Thunder and Kenmore Destiny. I've never owned a Destiny before. That is in the cards for sure. There's 3 vacuum saves short time in a row. Would this be the third already? I don't think so. I have a third one planned because I was going to do a different vacuum save this week featuring the DCO3 and some of the other machines that I haven't featured in a vacuum saved yet. But now that's going to get pushed back because of getting me these, because these are all going to take up their own video. And that's how it is. Absolutely. I heard there's 2 Eurekas in the next one, according by what you just said. More than 2. In fact, the number that's above 2, which is 3. Because there will be 2 Victory style machines and a Eureka Ultra, which a lot of vacuum collectors have mentioned the Eureka Ultra. This is my first time ever owning one or even seeing one in person. So, yeah. So that will be fun to try. My only comment on the Ultra so far is it looks to be in great condition, but it's missing the little thing that props up the bag. But maybe I could find one from an Elite or something and fashion that on there. Or I guess a zip tie or something janky could probably work just to keep that from drooping. And then whatever belt is on there seems to be holding. And then it has an interesting dirt path, very reminiscent of an Excalibur, which is very interesting. Quite interesting indeed. That'll be interesting to try out. I really hope it's not loud. Yeah, so someone said congrats on 17.4k subs. Very specific number, but yes, 17.4k. I've made a silent wager, and it's not really a wager because he doesn't know about it yet, but everyone knows Tayab from Parwaz 786, also known as Parwaz 786, I should say. Great friend of mine, known him for years, absolutely love him to death. He's an absolutely fantastic person, and he's awesome. That being said, I want to beat him. I want to get to 20k subs before he does. I'm currently at 17k and change. He's at 16k and change, but his channel has been growing a lot more quickly than mine has. So it's, even though he's a little bit behind right now, it's actually a race. And I would like to see if we can get me to 20k subs before he does. Not saying that he wouldn't absolutely deserve it more than I do to make it there first, because he would. But just arbitrarily, I want to get there first. So, tell your friends, tell all of your friends who like vacuums to subscribe to the channel and to watch the newer videos, but also mainly to subscribe, so that way we can get to that 20k. I know we're not going to hit it by the end of the year because the end of the year is only 3 weeks away, but let's say if we can get to 20k subs, let's say by Valentine's Day. I think that's an attainable goal, and I think we can do it. So, for your 100th vacuum save, you should get a Hoover Elite Rewind, Bissell Power Helix, and Kenmore canister. Let me guess, that's the first. That's the one that was in the first one, right? Because that rings a bell. Yeah, that'd be funny. There's a fly in here. Oh goodness. I'm also try not to curse as often because I've been kind of vulgar in the last few streams. I'm trying to keep it more. I mean, if we're being honest, most parents who would be upset about their kids hearing someone curse probably also curses around their kids. That being said, I'm trying to, it doesn't hurt to try to cut back on that a little bit. I got a lot of my profanity out on November 5th, so we'll try to keep it that way. But anyways, let's see. Chloe Drake sent a bunch of heart emojis. You make amazing content. Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. Waffle plays. If you don't subscribe, you're getting banned. Okay. Maybe it's not that extreme, but sure. But yeah. But yes, thank you for the congratulations on, again, the very specific number of subs, 17.4k. Obviously, the next milestone, 18k. It's just, might as well get there, right? What are we at now? What's the number? I actually haven't looked. Last I looked, it was like 17.3 something. Yeah, it says 17.4, but of course, the exact number isn't on here. Is it on the about section? No. Oh, yeah, no, it just says 17.4. Yeah, so we're getting there. It doesn't matter if you curse, it's for entertainment and gets you views, lol. Well, that's the thing is, I don't curse in the actual videos because I feel like that's not necessary in a professional review. I find it ironic how the Helix is the most popular out of all the missiles in Walmart. Yeah, it is the worst. If you go into Studio, it should show. I know, I can pull it up on my phone or go into the Studio app. But yeah. Oh, Ian just texted me. Did you start out the tool floor switch on the Bissell Power Partner? Yes, I did. Okay, what's my studio? Oh yeah, so 17,416 is my current sub count. 17.5? Can we get that in a couple days, maybe? Maybe by the end of the week? Or wait, no, it is the end of the week. The end of next week. Little tidbits just kind of keep going. But yeah, keep going. Corey says they're really popular. Everywhere I go here in Florida, you'll 100% find one. I own a Bissell Power Force Helix Rewind, the newer version. But yeah. Hi, Vacuum Vision says, hi, I contacted my old school and asked them what vacuum they used. Awful place. I have a 1700 out in my yard. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny. It's kind of weird how that's 2 generations old now at this point, which is kind of strange. But the Power Force bagged has been the same for the last 8 years. Hoping for 2K by 2025. Yeah. What are you at right now? Let me check. Go to channel. 3 subscribers. Oh, goodness. Yeah, you're almost there. This is my alt. Okay, that explains that. I was like, what? It's like, that'd be tough. Rick Hoover hoping to 5,000. Long way to go. What are you at now? Let me check. You're at only 2,500. Everyone go subscribe to Rick Hoover. I was gonna say that deserves more. That should be at least. There should be a 0 on the end of that at least. Wait, did I say that right? Yeah, well, yeah, move the decimal point, and then that should be accurate. Decimal point, 2.61K? No, 26.1K. That's what it should be. Do y'all think I can hit 1K by July 2025? I hope so. What's this one at? See, you're at 800 already, so yeah, you're getting close. By July 2025, yeah, you should be able to do that. Especially if we all help out. Actually, I'm not subscribed. I'll subscribe real quick. There we go. Go ahead and subscribe. New Vacuum's Bad Motor Edition. Oh, that's that Bissell that I have in the box over there. Huh. Is that one of them?
Okay, so I have to move fast on this new or biggest. They're just super weird, so I had to get one. But
they are super weird, to be fair. I'm not gonna watch the whole video here, obviously, but that bagless, like weird, like, you know, shoving a bag inside a tank in a bagless system that they did is quite strange. So I agree with that. I love that pastel blue Auric as well. I'll watch that video all the way through later. What else is there? Is that an X? Oh, that's not an Excalibur. That's a Victory. No, I can't tell. Just followed Rick Hoover. Yep. Yeah, follow Rick Hoover and. Wait, what channel am I watching? Carter. Jesus, I'm getting everyone confused. So Carter's at 838. Dream Vacuum is Phantom Thunder. Phantom Furry? That's not a real vacuum. Phantom Furry? I think that's a typo. Bissell Liftoff. Why is everyone just copying all my all the ones? Oric XL 9100C. I love how everyone's like favorite list is just mine with like one or two switched out. Oh, you want Infinity? I can get you an Infinity. I've got 2 Infinities and I want to sell both of them, and one person was going to buy one of them. At least I thought. I was talking to somebody who said they wanted an Infinity. I forgot who it was. And then someone else, and then yeah, so I could probably get you one of those Infinities. They're not perfect, but I think I've ran them before. Oh, you have an XT. That's cool. Oh, that's the before. Oh, much better. That's what it should be. I'll go ahead and like that. Alright, I'm squirrel-brained here. Let's see. Recover Phantom Furry. Check out Clean Machine Chronicles. Isn't that your channel? So you have 2 channels now? Because you have this one. Oh, that's not vacuums. Clean Machine Chronicles. Move. Ooh. Again, squirrel brain. There's only 3 of these left. These are so good. They're literally just crackers covered in fudge. It's the dumbest thing ever, but they're so good. Let's put it right here. Oh. Clean Machine Chronicles. Westinghouse Wired Deluxe. I need one of those.
What's going on, everybody? Clean Machine Chronicles here, back again with another machine. Now, in today's showcase, we have a rare Westinghouse Wired Deluxe. Now, you might be
I really want one of these. I love the blue and gray color scheme. The Salton Westinghouse. Does it sound just like a XT? Sounds just like an XT. I really like that. I really want one of those. Yeah, 'cause isn't this the only... Was there a Westinghouse wired that was like a Crosswind 200? Because this one's obviously like... This one's obviously a Crosswind 600. Wait, or is this a Cyclone XT? I can't tell. I can't see the bin. That is a Crosswind 600. I can see the bin now. Yeah, it's a Crosswind 600.
One thing I really like about this vacuum is that the cord here, it kind of reminds me of a Dyson-esque cord.
Do you have TikTok? No, I don't have TikTok. But yeah. Happy Saturday indeed. David says, I have 3 vacuum. Yeah, I know Mitchell Fox. CSA said look up Mitchell Fox. I know Mitchell Fox. I've seen his channel a few times. He's got everything, Vectron, whatever, all that stuff. Everyone knows that channel. Got a Blue Sky. I have a Blue Sky too. I need to I need to get back on there. Because honestly, this was kind of the push I needed to get away from Twitter, which I was never on Twitter anyways. I hated Twitter. But now that it's just like a cesspool, I'm kind of using it as a good opportunity to start over. I thought I set up a Blue Sky, but I can't. Someone sent me an invite link to it back when it was invite only. Wait, is it still invite only? I actually don't remember. Because I got set up on it when it was invite only, and now I don't remember how. Don't I have it on here? Oh, apparently I'm not signed in, even though I thought I was. What the hell was my username? I don't know. Just put my email. Because I know I have a Blue Sky account. Apparently that's not. Okay, apparently I don't know my. Yeah, I don't know. I know I'm signed. I know I have an account, but I apparently can't sign in. I need to figure that out. But yeah, either way, that's pretty much that. Oh, let me go back to the. Oh, there's my live stream page. Okay. I'm not snacking as I do this stream. What's your at? I don't even remember. I'll figure it out. Oh. These were not supposed to be crunchy. They're supposed to be chewy. Yeah, let's not. Yeah, those are bad. I hate soft cookies when they go back so you can taste all the chemicals that are in it. Oh, I was going to say, what did I do with those other crackers? They're right here. Let's see. Okay. How many DC-18s do you have? Just one. There was a while where I had a second one, but I ended up selling it. Check Caleb's channel. Do you know how to solve it? Oh, I missed the first part. I currently have a problem with my DC-40. Do you know how to solve it? Depends on the problem. Depends entirely on what the problem is. Marco, aka Vacuums and Carpet Cleaner Guy, is back. Yeah, I know. What do you think about the Savvy? I don't know. I haven't tried to turn it on yet. It looks stupid. I only grabbed it because, well, I know it needs fixed. He said the switch didn't work. And, but it has a full set of attachments that look like they were never used, so that alone made it worth grabbing. Because, I mean, that looks like it was used. Because that's all scratched, but... Oh, I guess... Okay, so these two... It looks like they used the extension one and the crevice tool, because those are scratched. But, the, small tools look like they were never used. So... Oof, the Switch has no problem with those, with only the Savvies. Yeah, because the W2, which he also had a wind tunnel too, but that was a customer's machine, is identical, but it has just a standard wind tunnel switch, which apparently that one is way more reliable because it's just a wind tunnel switch, or just the big pedal that like clicks a switch on the inside on the back of the machine. Ruby, what are you doing? What are you doing? But yeah, so I know the Savvy doesn't work. I might be able to... I just broke my fingernail. I might be able to spray some contact cleaner on it and see if that can do anything to it. Because it seems like it has some corrosion on the switch. Yeah, my V2 has a more solid switch, yeah. It's honestly, it's probably a terrible vacuum. I don't know if it is or not, but it probably is. But it's goofy, and when am I ever going to have another one on the channel, so... The only channel called Caleb I know is Caleb Schmaltz. Yeah, I know Caleb Schmaltz. The vacuum looks goofy, because it is goofy. It's very goofy. It's so toy looking. I like the color. It's a pretty like turquoisey kind of tealish, you know, Perry the Platypus colored sort of deal. I was end up breaking one of my nails. So annoying. I've got half my damn nail missing on this. My nails aren't even that long and they still just break. It's so annoying. So the noise on my DC-40 is having a whining noise. Replace the HEPA filter. Rick Hoover. It cleans okay, but compared to the other wind tunnels, it's very below average. Ugh. Gamer, if the Hoover's actually savvy, then why won't it fix my broken MacBook's hard drive? Yeah. Bye, Chance and chat. Bye, Chloe. Have a good one. Logan asked, do you have any robot vacuums? I only have 2, and neither of them are good ones. I have a really old Roomba that doesn't work, and then I have a cheapy one that I got God knows how long ago, that just, I don't even know where it is. It just disappeared into the ether, and I have no idea where it is. And it was kind of a crappy one anyways. Did you ever get that Roomba out from under your couch? Yeah, that's the one that was underneath the couch. I did eventually, of course, because I since reorganized my living room. And I took it out from underneath the couch a long time before that. I mean, you know, otherwise it would have been under there for like 3 years. But Well, not that long, probably like a year or two. But I just grabbed it and I just put it upstairs in a box, like full of like random parts, and I just haven't messed with it yet. Do you have a 6582? Not at the moment. Did you ever get the... Oh yeah, I just read that one. Boston Aviation. So the one in the ball and in the canister. Yeah, take that filter out and see if the screeching goes away. And if it does, you need a new filter. It's always the first thing to check. What's your eBay chance? Satoru Gojo. I do. Oh. Yeah, you were asking if I had a 6582. Yes. Carter said, have you ever gotten a vacuum damaged in shipping? It's funny you mentioned that, because a vacuum I just sold and just got delivered today to the customer. Just had that happen, literally today. So yeah, that Panasonic that I shipped out, they said that Panasonic Performance Plus that you just saw the video on, because I shipped it before I even posted that video, and you know, because I shipped it out the next day after I recorded the video, and literally, like, I think I dropped it off on Thursday and it got there today. So like, it was super quick. It's only 2 days, and it went to, I want to say, Iowa, so it wasn't that far away. And the person that got it, he said that he unboxed it and that it didn't seem like it was damaged during shipping, but then when he turned it on, 2 pieces on the housing where the pivot is for the cleaner head, right by where the belt is, broke off. And so, and that's off of the housing, like off the actual body of the machine, from what I could tell, which is really unfortunate. And he sent me pictures and everything and showed me the damage, and I can see where, like, so right where the belt is pulling on the housing, or I should say, you know, I don't really know if it'd be the belt pulling on the housing technically, because it's the housing, because I'm looking at this picture, and yeah, because I'm looking at this picture, and it looks like the bottom part of the housing, like the whole bottom's like semicircle part, snapped off, because that's where the belt, that's the belt, and so that part snapped off, or those pieces of plastic snapped off, which isn't good, because that's right where the motor spindle comes out of, so I assume that that's part of the actual housing. Apparently Rocco's going crazy with the box. And then, yeah, so that's really unfortunate. So part of the actual body broke, and he sent me a picture of the 2 broken pieces that snapped off. So yeah, I'm, oh yeah, my eBay name is Intelitech Vax, yeah. I think Raccover might have just linked it. Yeah, because I hadn't listed any new vacuums in a while, because I wanted these 2 to arrive first, the Bissell and the Panasonic. There's not very many on there now. There's only like 6 or 7, I think. But yeah, so and they said the vac arrived in good condition, but, and of course my phone locks, so I'm trying to read it. They said the vac arrived in good condition, but when I powered it up, it made a crunching noise. These 2 pieces of plastic came out when I took off the bottom plate. Looks like it might be part of the pivot on the case, and I think they're right about that. And I said, I apologize for the inconvenience. And I asked, does the vacuum still run and recline properly, or is it difficult to use as a result of the damage? Because I would assume that it'd still be able to kind of work with most of that part still there, but it might have a little bit of extra play in it. But I don't know, because I've never had a Panasonic break in that spot before. I would assume it'd be kind of a pain. And they said, could have happened in shipping too, I can't say. The pivot is really loose on the side where the belt drive is. Still turns on, but the base is loose from the main body in that area. Which makes sense if part of the plastic housing is missing. So, that sucks. And now we gotta figure out what the hell to do, because I don't have any Panasonic I don't have any Panasonic body assemblies that I could just send to them. And so I'm not really sure what to do. I guess I would just have to, because obviously I want them to be happy with it. Maybe I'll offer them a partial or give them the option to send it back. Because I really don't want to take it back, but if they legitimately don't want it because of the damage, I would totally understand. Because, I mean, hell, I'd personally, if it was me, that's what I would want, is I wouldn't want to deal with it. I just want to send it back. So, you know, I would totally understand. But I'll probably message them and say, you know, how would you like to proceed or something to that effect. Actually, I'll send that message later. But yeah, so that's been my kind of frustration. Is it's like, ugh, because it was already kind of a pain, because some of what was taken out of that, I only made $70 off that machine. So even though the total was $117 with the label and the adjustments and all that crap, it was actually no. So I guess technically the adjustment wasn't part. I think I technically made a little bit. I think it was like 85, but of course I got paid less because eBay. So here's what's been happening. Every time I've sold a vacuum, a month after it's sold and after it's been delivered and payment was cleared, eBay has been stealing money from me and claiming that the shipping was wrong. So the Eureka Powerline Gold, which was delivered a month ago at this point, they said the shipping was wrong, even though it wasn't wrong. It was, and the place that I take it to and drop off the package at has been just the whole sorry for the message, and I got sidetracked because I refreshed the thing and a bunch of comments popped up that weren't showing up earlier. So what was I saying? I just lost train of thought. Yeah, so that Powerline Gold, it delivered over a month ago, and I know the shipping was correct on that, but even if the shipping wasn't correct, eBay is now saying that the corrected weight for it is 35 pounds. And there is no chance in hell that a Eureka Bravo based machine even if it has a hard bag, which I think that one doesn't even have a hard bag, does it? That one's a soft bag, which even if it did, it'd be like an extra pound, if that, not even. The vacuum itself is like 13 pounds. There's no way that packaging materials add another, 23 pounds to the weight in just packaging materials? That makes no sense. Yeah, it's just dumb. So it's like, and that was another $11 that they just skimmed off the top for my thing. And I'm like, and they did it with the Hoover, which that's understandable because the Hoover I might have genuinely undercounted it a little bit. But the Powerline, they're saying it's 35 pounds. And there's no way that's 35 pounds. It's not. At most, it'd be like 17 pounds. At most, maybe 18 if they round it up. But there's no way it's 20 pounds. There's no way it's 30 pounds. There's no way it's 35 pounds. And I have no way, I don't understand how I'm supposed to fight that. I don't think I am. I think I'm just supposed to take them at their word for it, which is insane because, I mean, it's only $11, but still, it's like on every single, because this is the second, that's literally the second vacuum I ever shipped, and it's the second time this has happened. So am I going to get $12 skimmed off the top every single time that I sell a vacuum? Because now, is the Riccar Superlight going to do this? Is the Auric going to do this? Is the Panasonic? Is this Panasonic going to do this? Am I gonna give this guy a partial refund or whatever to the point where I only make like $30 on it, if that, and then a partial comes through, and then the shipping thing comes through where it jacks some more money for shipping, and then I only made like $20 on the thing, which means with my cost into the machine that I made like $3. Whatever. It's just stupid. Chance, there's an update on your shipping labels. Wait, what does this say? It says weight on label 205 ounces. What is that in pounds? I didn't even put ounces on it. 205 ounces to pounds. There's no way I put 12 pounds on that thing. And they're saying the billable weight is 35 pounds. But it wasn't 35 pounds. If they said, if I put it in as 12 and it was 15 or whatever, that's fine. But like, where's the fucking thing to fight this? High chance UPS has some cost adjustments on your shipping labels. We attempted to charge or credit your account based on whether you underpaid or overpaid. Of course, you will never overpay. Oh my god, I just had an epiphany. I just figured out why so many sellers charge $100 for shipping. Oh my god, I just realized that. That is insane. So that means if it's true that they give you a partial refund to the seller, because I got charged for this. The person who bought it didn't get charged for this. Holy shit, I just realized something. So the reason why sellers will charge $100 to ship a vacuum is so that way eBay will refund them the difference, and then they make extra money on the item, but disguise it as shipping. Holy shit, that's crazy. Okay, TR, chat, inform me what's happening. So, I'm talking about... Oh, I can't show this because that's my account information. But I'm talking about... I got this thing. It's a shipping adjustment for an item because the vacuum... For some reason, UPS reported the wrong weight. It's a Eureka, which I'll concede. If I put 12 pounds on it, that probably is wrong, because with shipping materials, that's probably like 15, 16. But it's claiming that the item is 35 pounds. And so it's charging me $11, which it just took out of the payout from that Panasonic. That also arrived, that coincidentally at the same time also arrived broken. So now I have to figure out how to make the customer happy. But then, so basically I'm gonna lose all that money. Because I really don't want to mess with them. I don't want it back if it's broken. And so I'm probably just going to offer them a partial refund and see what they say. Because it sounds like the vacuum's usable, but at the same time, it's like, I feel like I'd have to give them a pretty hefty partial refund because that is pretty bad. So I think that's what I'll do is I'll offer them a partial refund and say, hey, I'll give you, I don't know what percentage. I'll work out a percentage with them. And then, you can keep the machine, go get some strong glue and glue the pieces back on. And with, if I make it cheap enough, maybe they'll be happy with that. So, yeah, Rick Hoover, JB Weld, yeah. But yeah, so I'll message them tonight and see. The only vacuum that's damaged in shipping for me was a Dyson DC-17. Really? A 17? Not a 14 or an 07? Strange. But yeah. What the hell is wrong with this world and rewarding the greedy people? Rick Hoover, show the dirt alert. Oh, it's all dirty, though, which is ironic. It's called the dirt alert, so it definitely didn't dirt me to that. Yes, because the seller said the upper part where the handle goes got damaged. No, it's not the upper part where the handle goes. It's where the motor spindle sticks out from the main body, and where obviously the head pivots on one side. That's the part that snapped. I can only assume maybe it went brittle, and the belt pulling on it, pulling on the spindle, maybe caused that to crack. But it didn't seem like that was pulled in the spot where it was broken, so I don't think that's right. Maybe it was shipping, because I did pack it really tightly in that box. And because I either had like a box that was like ever so slightly too small where it would have stuck out a little bit and I basically built on top of it with another box, or it would have been one that's way too big and it would have bounced around a bunch. I made the gamble thinking that the smaller, more compact box would be smarter, and apparently it wasn't. This is the first time I've ever had a vacuum that I've shipped be damaged, so... Because to me, even if it broke the second he turned it on after he had put it together and it wasn't damaged when he pulled it out of the box, that still sounds like shipping damage to me, because it must have been jostled around enough to make that brittle enough to snap in the first place. Or it just simply was brittle and that just pushed it over the edge. Either way, it's my fault because I'm the one who sent it. So I'm not going to blame UPS for that, because, I mean, at the end of the day, I put this side up on the box, but if they didn't listen, I should have packed it in a way where it shouldn't have mattered, in theory. So, I was talking about the DC-17. I shipped out the upper part where the handle is got damaged. Oh, yeah, the upper part, the spine and all that, yeah. I love the Hoover Savvy, yeah. Gamer's awesome. I found out my 2014 PS3 Super Slim is a 2011 PS3 Slim hard drive. I remember putting a hard drive in the Super Slim. I didn't know it was my broken PS3's hard drive. TR, kind of an early stream. Yes, indeed. I felt like ranting. How's it your fault if UPS didn't listen? Honestly, I don't know. But it just is. Because that's how it works. Because I'm not going to sit here and cry and bitch and moan about UPS damaging it, when realistically, I know that's how it works, and I should have planned accordingly for that. So that's just how it is. So, thank you for reminding me about JB Weld, Rick Hoover. So I think what I'll do is I'll offer them a partial. I'll see what percentage they're okay with. That would be reasonably fair, and then I'll suggest that they could use that money to get some JB Weld, glue those pieces back together, and live with it. So, what do you think? So you guys saw the damage. What do you think would be a fair percentage to offer back? Would half be excessive? Is that necessary to give 50%, or maybe more, maybe less? Or should I just see what they want and just go from there? Because that's the thing, is I never had this happen before, so I'm not really sure. See what they want. Yeah, that's probably the way to go. Because I want it to be fair, and I feel like they'll work with me and everything. But at the same time, I would also 100% understand if they're like, hey, I bought a vacuum on eBay because I didn't want to mess with it. That wasn't my job. I want to just be done with it and wash my hands of it. And yeah. Let's see. Let me do the math on this. So, 117 times... Yes. So I did 25%, because it was 117. So if I did 25% off, that would be $87.75. Is that fair though for a Panasonic with a cracked housing? I don't know. That still feels kind of high to me. High as in like the amount that they'd be left with. Left, you know, or I don't know how to explain that. That feels like it's not enough. I don't know. That's tough. I guess I could try offering that first and seeing. Because I mean, if they're able to fix it with JB Weld, how much is JB Weld? How much is a bottle of JB Weld? Obviously, I'm gonna get more than that, but I'm just curious because I've been meaning to get some myself too. JB Weld, $6. Like $7. It's so funny you said that. $6.54 at Walmart. Wait, do they have this at my local Walmart? Because I feel like this might be interesting to try. Okay, so I can get it from Charleston. That was a total guess. You were spot on the money. It's literally $6.54. It is $6.54, which with tax. Actually, what is that with tax? $6.54, which here in Illinois, tax would be times 1.0775. Yeah, $7.04. You were right on the money. $7, $17 if you get the 10-ounce pack, which I imagine the little single pack. I mean, it says a single pack, but it looks like it's two different styles. So that should be enough for those little bits, right? Because I'm trying to think that maybe rounded up to 10 from their time, of course. And then, which means if I did do 17 times 0.75, 87.75 minus their 10. Or wait, no, that's not right. So 117 times 0.25 would be. That's only a $30 refund though. That seems kind of low. I feel like a $30 refund and then expecting them to spend $7 and fix something themselves. I don't know. That doesn't sit right with me. I guess I could always message them and see what they would feel comfortable with. 35 to 40%. I'll figure it out. See, this is weird because it's like I've never had this happen before. I'm trying to think, if I was in their position, what would I be happy with? But that's the thing is, for me, I mean, I'd rather send it back. But maybe I'm biased because I sold it in the first place, so my default would be just get rid of it either way. Because it's kind of the reverse of that, so who knows? I'm trying to think, if this was a machine, like if someone sent me a DC-04, and if I bought a DC-04 and a piece of it broke, but the piece was in the box, that's tough. It's an interesting little thought experiment. Okay, I'm going to move on from this subject. I'll message them tonight and I'll deal with it, and I'll try my best to offer them something they'd be happy with, while also providing that suggestion. And see if we can come up with a resolution. I really hope so, but honestly, even if they were upset, I would totally understand. live stream, yeah. Vacuum test. You should run some vacuums. I really need to do an actual... I can never figure out streaming on my phone for some reason. I've always had problems trying to get it to work. I remember when live streaming was like a feature, and like it was built into like my Note 5 back in the day. But ever since then, I haven't been able to figure out. But ever since... I just made a post about me subscribing to this channel. Yeah. But yeah, so... What was I saying? So yeah, so the... Oh, this is not down to the bottom of the chat. There we go. So I'll probably need to do a stream at some point. Chance you can use your phone to look at comments. I guess I could, yeah. But I have all these, I have 3 monitors here. I need to use them. I actually just bought a new monitor. You can see it down there. I finally got it today. That will be a video on the second channel. Recover a test stream, yeah. Who knows? Maybe I'll do one tomorrow if I'm not busy. But who knows? But yeah, I really should get in the habit of doing that. Because that'd be kind of fun. But the problem is I have so many vacuums. People be like, oh, run this. And I'm like, it's buried behind 10 other machines. Yeah. Are you going to do a video on that Auric? Absolutely. Do a mobile unboxing of the Dell monitor. That's the plan. Because I want to make sure... Because there's a... Not a hole, not a literal hole, but there's a carrying handle hole at the top of the box. And you can just straight up see the top of the monitor. So... I'm definitely going to do that on camera, just that way if it arrived broken or something, then because I mean, I imagine Dell's not a pleasant company to deal with. But yeah. Run the Savvy, yeah. Well, that'll be in the vacuum saved either way, so... You're supposed to mix it together. Wait, what am I supposed to mix together? Oh, the two JB Weld potions or whatever. I think Bill has done a bunch of videos on JB Weld because it sounds very familiar. Because I think VacLab did a couple videos on JB Weld. I'll have to look into that more thoroughly. Oh, the Dell, yeah. Are you going to do a video on that Auric? Yeah, I think I just answered that. What days are you off this week? I'm usually off, like, from, like, what, my day job? Usually Sunday and Wednesday. I mean, Sunday the store's not open, and then Wednesday I always take off, no matter what, just so I have a break in the middle of the week, so I'm not as overwhelmed. Because usually... Even with taking Wednesday off, by Saturday, I struggle with energy and a lot of that stuff. That's why I take, like, energy supplements and all that stuff. And vitamin D, because my vitamin D is really low, which makes sense, because look at me. I mean, I'm a fucking ghost. So, yeah, so that's pretty much it. Energy, yeah. I need twice the energy. Maybe if I use my Sharp Twin energy, that'll give me some energy. I probably should do a video on that thing. That's what video should I do a vacuum? What vacuum should I do a video on next? Because obviously there's the vacuum. I just did the Bissell, which of course that... Oh, I pray to God that thing arrives in one piece. I pray to God that thing arrives in one piece. Please, for the love of God. That thing sold for a good amount of money, and I am banking on that. Please, for the love of God, arrive in one piece. Dirt Buster. Hey, there's a good one. The Dirt Buster. Destiny Plus. Yeah, I haven't done the Destiny Plus in a while. Savvy. Well, yeah, it's that one. I'm pointing the wrong way. That one. Yeah. Twin Energy and Dirt Buster. Okay, Dirt Buster. Okay, a lot of people are asking for the Dirt Buster. Jesus Christ. Did you make any more deals with that guy with the vacuum lot? What do you see behind me? Yeah. Oh, yeah, Carl. Man, Carl. It's been a while. TR months of promotion is paying off. Paying off for what? Yeah, Carl. Carl, man, what's up? But yeah. You finally selling machines? Apparently. I'm trying to, at least. Any possibility of a third car load? Hey, y'all. There's not much left. There is one machine that I specifically called out, saying that I was going to grab it this time, and it's the one machine I forgot to grab. Rick Hoover, can you guess what fucking machine that is? Can you guess what machine that is? That I said I was going to grab, and at the last minute I forgot to grab it from that guy. Rick Hoover, the decade. Exactly! I forgot the fucking decade. I forgot the decade. How did I forget the decade? I don't know, but I forgot the damn decade. So, I'm gonna go there this Wednesday and grab the decade. Constellation Carl Hoover, breathe easy. I've already got one of those, but I guess I could grab another one. But that's that I explicitly didn't grab that one because I already have that exact machine already. So no, I didn't buy the DC-24 blueprint. I don't like the DC-24, and I do not have the money right now to spend $300 on an NOS Dyson. I just don't have the funds right now. I have much more important things. It's one thing if I'm spending $100 for a giant truckload of machines that will get some views, but like, no one watches my Dyson videos, and it's just not going to be a great investment. And frankly, I don't. If it was the 25 blueprint in the box, then yeah, I would have grabbed it. But the 24, I just don't like the 24 platform. It is very nostalgic, don't get me wrong, but it cleans horribly from what I can remember. And yeah, I mean, it's a blueprint, but it's like, if it's brand new, I'm not going to want to use it, because then all the value just down the drain, just wasted $300. So do something like Jacob R would do, buy a large lot of vacuums. What do you think I do all the time? What do you call this? I do love Jacob R, though. Jacob R is fantastic. I do really like Jacob R. A lot of those gaming channels I used to like. You know what I found out recently? I found out that Review Tech USA is gone. And that really breaks my heart, because I had always wanted to, you know, he did like a couple podcasts and stuff with, there was one point when he started doing podcasts with other creators, and I wanted to get the Intelitech mobile channel like big enough that I could be on his podcast, because Rich was always a big inspiration for me. I mean, and you know, at least in the tech space, I'm really heartbroken to see that his channel he deleted his channel. He just does streams now, and frankly, he's going through a lot, man. Like he looked like he seems like he's fucking losing it, and he's been through a lot, so I totally understand that. But it's like, there's just the downward spiral of Rich has just been really heartbreaking. As someone who's been following him since since, I mean, I've been following Rich since the RLM Audio days. Very, very early Review Tech USA era. We're talking 2008, 2009, you know. But yeah, so that breaks my heart to see what happened with Rich and that channel, because that channel is very nostalgic to me. But it is what it is. So that sucks. What was my point mentioning all that? Yeah, Jacob Barr. Yeah, because they both did like the DK Oldies thing and a few other things. And one of these days, next year, I plan on doing some more videos on the other channel, doing my own version of like a DK Oldies kind of audit, so to speak. And but we'll see how that goes. I have a lot of stuff. Oh my god, Vacuum's Aviation Guy. I hope V West Life never quits. I fucking love V West Life. V West Life is fantastic. Love him to death. And he's gay too, so that adds a little bit of street cred, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. But yeah, I love me some V West Life. But there's a lot of those channels I absolutely love. Plain Rock's parody of... Oh yeah, Plain Rock 124, yeah. Man, I remember when Plain Rock 124 was... I remember he smashed Abyssal Liftoff. And I remember he recorded it with the camera on a 3DS. And on like a first gen 3DS. And it's just... That dude, I remember when Plain Rock, he smashed a Dyson V7. He smashed like the headphones too, the Dyson Zone and a couple other things. Man, that dude was my childhood. But and Eureka Airspeed too. Yeah, he broke both of those. And it's so funny because like I remember when that dude's channel had like 400 subs. And now he's a multi-millionaire. Multi-millionaire. Well, he probably is. A multi-million-dollar... There, I did it again. He's a multi-million subscriber channel. And... Man, he blew up overnight. Now he's doing videos at, like, Trump Tower and shit. And he's just living it. So, it's been pretty crazy. But I remember a lot of those guys. But yeah, V West Life. I think someone just said this. V West Life somehow made me watch a 20-minute video on calculators. Yeah, the solar ones. Yeah, Technology Connections too. Technology Connections, man. You know that dude. He does a video on a washing machine or on an air fryer, and I'm glued to the screen for a half hour. Man, I wish I had that level of charisma. I really do, because if I could get someone to sit and watch, you know, a 45-minute video on the Notes. This isn't a Note 7, but like on the Note 7 or something like that. Which, to be fair, that video did a couple views. I think it did. I think that Note 7 video got like 30,000 views or something like that on the Intelitech mobile channel. But I know the Opus video did pretty okay on that channel. So there's a couple ones that did okay, but more consistent. Like, it's very wishy-washy, it seems. Garrett Claridge, yeah. See, we've all had this conversation 100 times. Garrett Claridge, yeah. Garrett Claridge is honestly my spirit animal, and that wasn't a bad furry joke, but it kind of is. I've been debating on making I've really become more fond recently of raccoons and opossums. Just as, you know, because like they get a bad rap, but they're cute, honestly. Especially opossums. They can't carry rabies or anything like that. They're usually pretty clean, you know, that kind of thing. They can be cute. And then of course I know of plenty of people who have like pet raccoons and stuff, you know. I always joked that I would have 2 pet raccoons and I would name them Rocket and Rigby respectively. And if you get both those references, then congratulations, you're my friend. But, yeah. And then if I got a pet fox, I would name him Mozilla, for obvious reasons. Because what is my main browser? Firefox. So yeah, Chance, how about LGR? Man, LGR, Man, that broke my heart seeing what happened with the hurricane and everything in Asheville, North Carolina, because seeing all that stuff, just, well, first off, I'm just happy he's safe. Obviously, there's a lot of people that got their lives upended because of that hurricane, and honestly, yeah, it's tough. I remember when the Smash Doctor smashed a 3576. Yeah, because it sounded like an air raid siren. 8-Bit Guy. Man, I haven't watched 8-Bit Guy in a while. I think he had kind of... What happened to 8-Bit Guy? Let's see, 8-Bit Guy. I think I stopped watching him after the Texas... There was some storm in Texas, like, I want to say a year or two, I think 2 years ago. Michael MJD. Michael I watch all the time. I love those guys, absolutely. Yeah, he hasn't been posting too much. Yeah, 8-Bit Guy hasn't been doing too much. He's got 1 million subs. But yeah, recently he hasn't been doing too many videos. Maybe like 1 video a month, if that. The Texas deep freeze, yeah, that was pretty kooky. But yeah, so that's pretty good. Chance, just want to let you know before you didn't see my chat that your Hoover Savvy Switch is in the on position. Yeah, it's fine. I'm not worried about it. H-Pad, yeah. I don't watch H-Pad too much anymore. I don't really like smashing videos too much, but every once in a while... TR, I almost died during that storm. Well, that ain't good. I'm glad you didn't. But yeah. I'm trying to think. TR, extreme cold here got into the single digits on the coast. Wow, that's crazy. What vacuum channels do you watch the most? There's a bunch of them. Parwa 786, it's probably the top one right now. And then that's the main one, honestly, right now. Because I don't watch too many. I've been watching too many vacuum videos recently, or vacuum channels, I should say, or either one, I guess. A little bit of Constellation Carl, a little bit of trying to think what else. I could probably go through my watch history and see. But I haven't been watching too many. There's a few. Let's see. I'll just go to my history because I'm not going to remember. Vacuum B has been dry for a while. Yeah. I'm literally just going through my watch history because I can't even remember off the top of my head. Yeah, Parwas. Yeah, mostly Parwas. I watched one of my own videos. That's kind of sad. I watched, I was watching a couple Dyson DC07 videos. So I watched a Parwas video, I watched my video on the Pink, and I watched Performance Reviews is really old. I think it's like a 8-year-old video at this point of the DC07. And then, again, more Parwas, bunch of DC04s. I'm literally just scrolling through my watch history now because I can't remember half of this. That's the same thing I just scrolled through. Okay. I watched a little bit of my own video on the 3525. What else did I watch? Oh, I watched a couple old Professor Kiwi videos. The Dyson versus Phantom. And then, Yeah, not too much. Again, more parwas, more parwas. A lot of I pretty much just binged all of his Dyson videos. DC07 all floors, DC07 low reach or allergy or whatever, DC07 whatever the fuck, all these different colors, the same damn machine 17 times in every different possible colorway. Yeah, I mean, pretty much. That's the main one. I wish it was more interesting than that, but not really. Recently, that's just what it's been mostly. As far as vacuum videos. Kenny would copyright take down this stream. Would he? Yeah, I'm not gonna watch someone's video just all the way through on stream. I don't think that's right. Oh, I watched a little bit of Awesome Vacuums. I watched his video on the DC-14. I watched his video that he just put out on the Power Force. Although I didn't watch that one all the way through. I just watched like the first minute or two of it. And then I need to watch the rest of it. Couple Vacuum Wars videos. Okay, I'm not a React channel, but I just remembered this. I want to react to this because I think it's a funny video. Okay, and apparently I can't pull it up because the browser is frozen. Okay, I'm gonna have to close all those windows. Which is annoying because I had it open on that monitor. Where... Move this Mountain Dew bottle out of the way. I'll just close that window out. Just so I don't... Oh wait, what window is this? Oh, that's an old stream chat. We'll get rid of that. It's another old stream chat. We'll get rid of that. Where's... I literally had this open. I swore I had this open in another tab, but now I can't find it. Okay. Oh, it was right here. Okay. So, I thought this review was funny, so I'm gonna react to it. I don't like to do it, but it's only a 7-minute video because the thing is, it really irks me whenever I watch like a Vacuum Wars video and I don't learn anything. It's another thing when I watch someone else's review and it's just all, I don't want to say bullshit, but it's like they're giving very little information, and the information they are giving is just dead wrong. You'll see what I mean. So this is and again, I really don't want to actually. Okay, I'm gonna full screen this so that way you can't see the channel name because that's not important. But this is full screen. There's this review. It says Dyson Ball Animal 3 Plus review, and then it just says it sucks. So I'm gonna react to this video because, frankly, I think it's interesting and I wanted to respond to it. And I'm not a Dyson evangelist, but it's like, it always annoys me when people will, and I don't know, I just don't understand the logic of, you know, making a review on something when you seem to not really know what you're doing. Again, you know, I'm not going to say that someone can't, but because obviously that's their thing, but I just want to like respond to a couple things because this is not a helpful review in the slightest. And if it did help somebody, then it helped them in the wrong way and they learned nothing from it.
This is the Dyson Ball Animal 3 Plus. Because of the way I'm filming, the way I have to film, I hopefully will get as much in the shot as I can.
Okay, I can relate to that first of all because I never have anything framed correctly, so I totally understand that.
All at once, so bear with me. There is the UPC if you want to pick one of these up. And the item number. So what we're going to do is open this up.
So he's going to open it, of course.
And see what is inside, if I can get it open. There you go. Everything is nicely packaged.
I don't. Can you guys even hear the video? Can you turn up the volume? Okay, yeah. Let me turn up the volume.
This extendable. Actually, it's not extendable at all. It's just part of the vacuum.
Can you hear it now?
It's always nice when these are super clean. As you use them over time, they get kind of grody. It's just so nice to see them with nothing in them. But the point of them is to clean, and then they get things in them.
Also, it's interesting. I noticed this. Dyson is really dumb for doing this. So, see if I can pause on this. So you can see, this is the standard Ball Animal 3 cleaner head. It's got the 3 positions. It's not the easy push cleaner head. And for some reason, Dyson changed this. When I bought my Animal 3, this was red. This switch was red. So you could very clearly see that this is an adjustment that you can make, and it sticks out against the gray background of this particular cleaner head. So I don't know why Dyson decided to shoot themselves in the foot and literally color this to the same color as the head, so a lot of customers are going to not even notice that that's a switch that you can turn, which is going to cause a problem here in a second. Now, it's on the best mode for carpets, but still, the fact that a lot of people don't know that is insane.
A bunch more stuff in there. This is one of the scrubbing ones. That is fancy looking. Pull that off.
Yeah. Tangle-free turbine.
Yep.
It's kind of weird how it's called the Animal 3 Plus. It looks like the base model, but it's. I think this is the Costco and Sam's Club edition, I believe.
We've got this, which seems to come with every vacuum that has ever been made.
Pretty much.
Does extend. And is quite nice and bristly.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you can use it on your teeth, but I don't recommend that because that's nasty.
The first time, I want to give him credit for that joke, because the first time I watched this video and I heard that, I busted out laughing so hard. That was, I don't know why, but for some reason that caught me off guard, and that was super funny. So I would have never thought to joke about brushing your teeth with the brush attachment, but either way.
There, with the manual and registration.
Okay, so here's the funny thing. He shows you the manual, and you can clearly see that, and I'm pointing with my finger, you can clearly see that the base is reclined, which, to be fair, they should make that more obvious, that you need to have it in the reclined position. So that's something Dyson could definitely change. But he looks right at this, but he doesn't see that it's at an angle.
How to do it. How to assemble the thing, and how to clean it. It's pretty straightforward. And here
he says it's pretty straightforward, but then he apparently doesn't do it right.
The main attraction.
Because I think this thing ships with it upright.
Huge ball.
Yeah, so it ships with this upright. So this is, again, something where I think Dyson needs to work better at this, because if the machine's going to ship with it locked in the upright position, then those instructions should show you clicking the wheels down, so that way you can flip it over on its side, or on its back, to put that on.
Got the elephant trunk flopping out there. That is much bigger than it looks in the picture. So we'll get this assembled, do some testing, and then do my review of it.
Spoiler alert, he's not going to do any testing. You also didn't put on the tool clip. But again, Dyson should make it a little bit more obvious. Because this is how a lot of people are going to get... This is how a lot of people are going to get their machine, and they're going to be very confused. So I know it sounded like I was going to start just ripping on this guy, but genuinely, this is something that Dyson needs to address. Because their machines are, in theory, supposed to be, like, stupidly easy to use.
Face down. Do that part. That ain't really working. Should have a face up like that. That's completely opposite of what the instructions say.
Yeah, I get what he's trying to say, because, of course, the instructions don't say to click the wheels down first like you need to. So...
I like that so far.
Do the instructions even say how to recline? Yeah, I guess it does. It says, yeah, you just pull the thing back and it reclines.
Here, in reality, you need it the other way.
Yeah.
That's not fun, Dyson.
I don't... Is this shtick supposed to be that he's, like, goofily throwing everything around? I'm not really sure. Maybe it is. I don't know.
And then... all the way down. All the way down.
Nope, you almost... Nope, okay, you skipped a step. You push the...
Well, that's about stuck.
No, it's not stuck. You
Just
just
me.
you just had the instructions. Just read the
When I don't know what I'm doing. Lift.
I mean, to be fair, I don't know how Dyson can make this more simple. I mean,
Top here.
it seems obvious to me. Like you can see where it's shaped.
Down in here.
You can see where the shape is.
Man, that is a hassle to get together.
Yeah, I mean, it's a hassle if you just force the fucking thing and don't actually pay attention. Okay, whatever. Because again, I mean, Dyson, I guess they don't print those arrows on the wand anymore, but wouldn't that be obvious? I mean, because I don't know how else you would put that together. Because I'm trying to think, like, did those maybe I need to look at my Animal 3's instructions if I still even have it and see if it makes that obvious. Because I'm pretty sure the instructions say to hold the button, to slide the wand in, and to slide it into the handle as you slide it into the hose. Because he skipped a step and then he just like forced it and was annoyed that when he forced it, it wasn't doing anything. And then now he's saying it's complicated. I'm like, that's literally the only thing you've done. There is, to my knowledge, not any other upright vacuum that is easier to put together than a Dyson. Rick Hoover, not as obvious to the average consumer. So that's what I'm trying to figure out, because Dyson probably needs to do a better job at that. But, I mean, yeah.
Hopefully I won't break it or trip over myself. I don't know if that's natural. Make sure to check for this piece in the box. I found this rattling around in some cardboard when I was about to throw it away. So yeah, if you don't find this, dig deeper. One thing I don't like right off the bat is that when you're looking at this thing, it doesn't say that it's corded anywhere. Now, knowing a decent amount of
okay, our
about various vacuums, of course.
If it was battery operated, do you think that because there's no runtime anywhere on the box.
This is going to be corded. It's a pretty powerful thing to.
If only there was something. If only there was something that would like something red and pointy that would show you that there's a spot to wind a cord on the machine. I don't
battery
know.
Driven, but it doesn't actually say anywhere that I can see that it doesn't have a cord, and it's also not got it in the picture. So somebody not knowing that, going to pick this up thinking it would be battery driven, that would be a major shock to them if they didn't have anywhere to plug this in, or if they had a really old house that didn't have a lot of outlets and they had to.
Why would you buy a vacuum just expecting it to be cordless if it doesn't say it's cordless? Are people really that out of touch? Like, are there really people out there that are that, like... Are there really people out there that are that pampered that they don't grasp the concept of a corded vacuum? I get what he's saying, though. There are people like that, to be fair. I'm not making fun of this guy. Like, there are people out there that are like that. But it's like... I mean... I don't know. Maybe Dyson could put a little blurb at the bottom of the box that says corded upright vacuum cleaner.
Stretch. Granted, there's an okay.
I say so, yes, especially Americans. Americans are so fucking stupid.
There, but that would be a real bummer if you expect.
Wait, doesn't it say it has a 30-foot cord on it? On the box? I thought it did. I thought there was a 30-foot cord marker on the box.
Pick this up thinking it would be battery driven. That would be a major shock to them if they didn't have anywhere to plug this in.
If it's a major shock to them, then I don't know.
They had a really old house that didn't have a lot of outlets and they had to stretch. Granted, there's an okay amount of cord.
It's a 35-foot cord. There's literally no upright vacuum on the consumer market that you will find at a big box store that has a longer cord. Sharks only go up to 30.
That would be a real bummer if you expect.
So I don't know where he even got that from, that it's an okay length. How many times have I bitched about Sharks and Bissel's having 25-foot cords when they should be 35-foot like the Dyson? Because 35 is the length that it should be. Ideally 40, but I mean, 35 is more than enough.
It's to be battery, and it's not. After a bit of use,
What the hell was that? Was that pink and turquoise thing in there? Those look like nerds, but it was like in a ball. It was like a ball of nerds. I feel like I've seen those
great
before.
stuff and some not so great stuff.
What are
To
those?
start, one of the good things is the power cord here is pretty long. I don't know exactly how long it is, but it's not that really crappy stuff that had.
Okay, so he actually does say the
just
cord
all
is.
the way down.
See, I actually forgot. I haven't watched this video in so long.
Turn over.
They're gummy nerds. I wasn't aware.
Messed up. One thing that I don't quite like is how loud it is when you go to engage it to move it around. It might not sound that loud right there, but
Yeah, the mechanics of it are pretty loud. But that's the thing is, if the mechanics were quiet, then it's like, I don't know. I think that's just kind of the way that mechanism is designed. People still, even a decade later, are not used to that release latch design, which is kind of insane because it's been around for a while. But if you've never had a DC-41, then yeah, you're not used to it.
I'm trying to be quiet with this.
But that's the thing is, like, they never really break. So like, it's not a bad design. It's just, it's too different for a lot of people, for sure.
Shove the whole thing in. I'm trying to get it to lock. Sometimes it locks, sometimes it does not.
Yeah, and see, and that's still a problem with these things, where people still will not push it forward all the way. And Dyson needs to make that clear, that you need to bring it forward all the way, or else it will not lock. Like, I don't know how they haven't figured out that they need to say that after a decade of this design being out there.
Action on this thing is pretty powerful, though.
I wish Dyson would just hire me to do this shit.
That's one thing. Whoa! Yeah, it almost fell over. You see, it appears to latch sometimes, and it really doesn't. The suction on this is really great. You slide it all the way over. Stuff.
Is it clogged? It sounded like it was clogged.
I'm going to show it sucking up the carpet here. Instead, it was just going all the way through and sucking down to the hard floor. But it does have a lot of suction. That's one good thing it's got. It does pop out just fine, so you can empty it. One thing I don't
Okay, I think he's about to complain about the number one thing that annoyed me.
really care for is how heavy it actually is.
Okay, that's not what I thought he was going to say.
If you're doing this on the stairs, it's got that stairs attachment. I'm not going to demo these. They're pretty self-explanatory. Stairs you use on stairs, this combination tool you can extend and get behind whatnot. And this one scrubs sort of to get pet hair up. But this thing is a bit heavy. If you're going to use it on the stairs,
You're not going to use it on the stairs. That's the whole point. That's really the number one selling point of Dyson, is that you don't need a lift away and you just leave it at the bottom of the stairs.
strong, I imagine this isn't going to pose much of a problem for you, but if you're not all that great at lifting stuff, or you're juggling a bunch of different stuff and you've got steep stairs, carrying this up while extended is not going to be fun whatsoever. If you put the stair accessory on there, that will work just fine for the stair part, but you gotta haul this whole big thing
No, you don't.
around. Grab it
Just grab the
right here,
just
which
grab the hose and
is
pull
kinda
it.
Cumbersome. It is not a fun thing to do up and down the stairs, especially if you don't have carpeted stairs and it's hardwood. This will just slip and fall down your stairs. Now, it
But why would it be on your stairs in the first place?
does arc up there. It fits just fine, but
How do you not even once try to pull the hose?
getting it back together is not the greatest thing in the world. And it does slide in here, which is nice that it does do that, but the bottom part doesn't seem to attach very well in there. It just somewhat free floats.
That's what it's supposed to do.
I don't know how some of these things in here made it through research and development.
You... What the fuck? What do you mean it didn't make... Yeah, but we know that if they had designed it to where you had to click the hose back into place, like they did on the DC-25, then people would be bitching that you have to go out of your way to line it up and it should just free float.
None of the product line. Some of the plastic feels kind of junky, but some of it actually feels nice. Like the power cord, like you said, is nice. Some of it just feels like it's about to fall apart. Not the best quality right there. I'd expect better from a Dyson with...
Because you won't... God, people are so fucking stupid, I swear.
The vacuum cleaner, of course, you want it to suck everything up, and that works pretty well with this. It does.
But that's the thing is, this is... How many times have I seen people say that these Dysons feel cheap? I've told this story 100 times. I've taken my DC-41 and I've picked it up and slammed it on the back wheels 12 times, 24 times, trying to break it, and it does not break. Now, if you're slamming it on the fucking ground, not 100, but if you're slamming it on the ground 20 times, trying to break the thing full force, and that still doesn't break, then common sense, why would it break when you're, at least the spine of the machine, at least while you're using it? There are parts that break. The little tab on the bin breaks. Sometimes the button to release the cyclone assembly breaks. The lower hoses, unfortunately, break, and that's a very big problem with them. But the body itself doesn't break. I can sit there and yank the thing back and forth and see the whole spine flex, and it doesn't crack. So it's just one of those things where it's like I get what people are coming from, but it's like you can't have it be sturdy to the point where there's no flex, because the only way that you can make the plastic lighter weight while also not breaking is to make it more flexible. So it's either going to be flexible and durable, or it's going to be not flexible and durable but way heavier, or it's going to be not flexible and not durable, and the second there's any pressure on it, it's going to crack and break. You can't have all three of those at once. So you can't have a full-size upright be not heavy, but also not cheap feeling without also being heavy. Like, that's just not how it works. A SIBO upright will last a long time and feel much sturdier than a Dyson, but it's twice the weight. Or not twice the weight, but a SIBO is like, a SIBO G1 is like 22 pounds or something like that, whereas the Dyson is between 15 and 17 depending on the generation you get. And they need to save that weight somewhere. So I understand why people complain about this, but it's like, how are you supposed to do that? But yeah, so that's just one of those things where it's like, I totally get what he's saying, but it's like one thing that you learn after you use a bunch of vacuums, and again, I'm not calling this guy out. The main thing that pissed me off that I wanted to react to was the hose, because that's just a flat out lie. Oh, you got to balance this on your stairs. No, you don't. How did you not at any point have that hose in your hand and think, oh, this moves? Like, but I guess people are so used to sharks where the hoses are so stiff that they don't move at all, that they just assume that that's how every other vacuum works. Well, that's not how it works. Again, this has been the one good selling point about Dysons since 1993. So it's just one of those things where it's like, I don't know how people still get that wrong. Because that's the number one selling point of the Dyson, is that you don't need a fucking lift away. You don't need a stupid pod you have to carry around. Now, is the suction way too strong and you have to use your other hand to grab the hose so that way it doesn't pull back? Yes. But would you rather hold a hose or an entire vacuum? Maybe you prefer to hold an entire vacuum. I don't. That's why I don't use a Shark. I would rather a Dyson or a Phantom where I can leave it at the bottom of the stairs and just go up the stairs and just worry about cleaning the steps and not worrying about balancing something. So, now granted, a Shark lift-away pod is going to be easier to balance than an entire Dyson upright. But why are you doing that? Because the Dyson can stay at the bottom of the steps. It's the entire point. Because, now granted, the good news is that now we have cordless machines. So I can just use my V8 to clean the stairs if I really want to. And frankly, it's probably overdue at this point. Because I'll be honest, I don't vacuum my stairs too often because the carpet is so shitty anyways that it doesn't feel like I ever get clean, so then I get demotivated to actually do it. But that being said, when I do, I usually use a Phantom or a Dyson. Well, I usually use the V8, but when I use an upright, I use one of those too. And heck, I've got some of those little cute little dirt devils now, so maybe I can use one of those. But of course, trying to pull out the tool for the crevice tool is really annoying. Babe! But yeah, so now here's the thing. A lot of the stuff that this guy mentioned, I really liked reacting to this review because it shows a lot of the things that a lot of vacuum companies need to think about, because it's one thing to be a vacuum tech and review a vacuum, but it's another thing to be just an average consumer and review a vacuum. And this does give some insight into that, which I really appreciate. But the thing, I feel like this took it a little bit too far, because I felt like this, whoever was, I think this person who was reviewing it just didn't really take it very seriously. And it seemed like he was, I mean, again, there were some jokes in there that was good, but then it just kind of ruins the whole thing when he's just not even trying to, like, be somewhat presentable in terms of, but that's the thing, you know, he's got good camera quality and the audio sounds good, but, you know, there's not much there. And I think he's really leaning into the humor angle, because one of the top comments was, I see the problem here is with the operator, not the Dyson. And they said, I am not a smart person. And then someone responded and said, I don't think cheap plastics, a complicated hose and wand storage, and a heavy weight are operator problems. Yeah, but the weight on this is a lot less than on a Shark whenever you're actually using the machine. And when you're carrying the machine, it also feels lighter because it's a lot more balanced than a Shark is, at least to me. Maybe I'm wrong. But I mean, I own a Stratos and an Animal 3. I did a comparison of the two, although some people complain because it was too long. So I gotta make a dumbed down version of it where it's, 2 minutes long, I guess. And I'm being a little facetious, obviously. I do want to redo that with a smaller thing, but I don't know how to, unless it is literally just, here's the gist of this. The Animal 3, I mean, I guess I could just say what I would say just now. The Stratos has lights, and that's pretty cool, and it has the dusting effect on bare floors, but otherwise it filters worse, it cleans worse, and it's harder to use in both using it on carpets and floors and using the tools and listening to it than the Dyson. Attention spans are getting shorter and shorter, said Rick Hoover. See, and that's the thing. Because I don't know about you, but I personally really value the idea. I grew up watching Flossie Carter, where his style of reviewing tech and phones is what I adopted for both my mobile channel and also for this channel. It's, look, I'm not going to show you all these stupid graphs. And I stopped doing pickup tests because you know what happened every fucking time I did a pickup test? Either the pickup test would match up with the performance where, it would do good on a pickup test, but it would struggle, but it would do also good in real world tests, in which case you didn't learn anything because obviously it can pick up stuff off the floor. Or the vacuum, again, picks up stuff off the floor just fine, but it doesn't clean deep. And then people are like, what was the point of that pickup test? The results that I'm seeing clearly don't match what you're saying, so you must be lying. In reference to any Shark review I've done of the Stratos or the Power Detect. And it's like, well, yeah, because that's not what I said. Go waste $400 on a Shark and replace your carpets in 5 years instead of 10 or whatever, or 20. Because the thing isn't doing jack shit to keep your carpets clean. Go ahead and do that. I don't care. But that's the thing. See, this comment didn't make any sense to me either. I found the build quality is terrible. It's very flimsy plastic compared to my previous Dyson DC-04 and my Shark Liftaway. The DC-04 constantly has issues with going brittle and the plastic snapping and deteriorating into a million pieces. What the fuck are they talking about? The DC-04 is not built... It feels sturdy, yeah. It feels sturdier. But what the fuck happened to things actually being true? The DC-04 is not built better than a Ball Animal 3. It's not. I own both. I can tell you that. A DC-04, I am way more worried about breaking the plastic than I am on a Ball Animal 3 or anything newer than a DC-17. So it's like, it's wrong. It's not true. Like, I don't understand. Ugh. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. But yeah, average consumer logic. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah. So I thought that was a fun little video to react to. And again, I have no hate for the person who made this video. But I just don't understand which first off, again, there's a couple things that I can blame Dyson for, like, but then again, it's kind of funny because I mentioned, changing that switch to a different color, but this person clearly figured out that that is a switch and that is adjustable, so that's fine. I mean, it's weird how he could figure that out, but not how to put the wand back on, but I guess that's, I don't know. It just felt like he was trying to complain. Because there are plenty of actual things to complain about with the Animal 3. But none of those complaints were mentioned here. All the complaints that he did make were bullshit. Rick Hoover, they're the type of person who doesn't clean their filter and throws it out when it doesn't pick up anymore. Maybe? I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends on what their last vacuum looked like. But, yeah. So apparently he also reviewed the V15. Not sure. Babe!
This is the Dyson Ball Animal 3 Plus.
Oh my god, it's playing this again. Babe! Go to bed. Oh, you have a potato. Okay, that makes sense. Here, I'll grab the potato. Potato. There, now you can go to bed. Just because I know you don't want to fall asleep in here, because I'm going to have to wake you up later anyways. Alright. Potato. Heh. Oh, look who decided to join us. I don't think it was his decision. Potato. It's a tato. What a beautiful potato. Do you know how to take an XT cyclone apart? I do not. I've never tried. Hi. What? Oh. Oh, goodness. Hi, potato. Beautiful potato. You're beautiful loaf. You're beautiful potato. Oh, you gonna leave? Okay. There goes the potato. But yeah. How are people going to know this is cordless? Thought it was corded. Yeah. That's the thing is when you make a product, you do generally have to handhold most of the time. But yeah, it's definitely one of those things. But yeah, it's just I don't know. It's just one of those things. I don't know why you would post a review and not even take the time, because again, you know, again, this is the main like question that I want to circle back to. What did we learn from this review? Like, what did we learn about the Dyson that we didn't know before? Like, just ignoring my video, ignoring everything else that you would already know about this machine. What did you learn from this? You learned that it's heavy. You learned that the hose is really cumbersome and does not stretch at all, which is not true. So you did learn something, but it actually hurts, because now you have false information that will potentially negatively affect your buying decision. So we actually learned less than nothing. We actually learned something that wasn't even true. So that didn't help at all. And then what else do we learn? We learned that the cord is long. Okay, that's good. We learned the cord is long. Something that we could have learned by just looking at the spec sheet. In fact, a spec sheet would have actually taught us more, because it would have taught us that the hose stretches to 17 feet. And what else? We know that the Animal 3 Plus model comes with a scrubber, whatever the fuck that is. Again, what did we learn? Not much. What was the purpose of this review? We learned that it sucks. Okay. Again, I'm trying to figure out, like, because yes, my review on the Animal, how long was my review on the Animal 3? Let me look this up, because I know it's long. I know it's a long review. And my review on the Stratos was an hour almost. My review on the Ball Animal 3, if I look it up, let's see, Ball Animal 3. And of course, my review on the Animal 3 is not even towards the top of... And my review is not... My unboxing is towards the top. It's got 15,000 views. And then my video on the Easy Push Cleaner Head, thankfully, is in the top results. Although this changes. This changes all the time. You know, this changes a lot. And again, we've got this video comparing the Apex, first off, it's the old Vertex compared to the Animal 3. Oh, that's kind of weird. Why did they not compare the newest Stratos at the time? Probably because they're sponsored, and the Stratos has a major design flaw where it sounds 90 decibels loud. But yeah, it's not, you know, important. You got this review, which is decent. It's a good review. Honestly, their Animal 3 review actually is pretty decent. Again, 5 minutes. You get the basic gist. I totally like the idea of these reviews still being around for the people that want the Cliff Notes. That's why I like doing the types of reviews that I do. You can watch Vacuum Wars and get the Cliff Notes, and you can watch on Teletech Studios and get the ADHD adjacent in-depth deep dive into the machine, where you learn every possible fucking thing there is to learn about the machine. So you get that's how it is. It's almost like you watch this, you know, kind of see if you want to look into it. You watch a little bit of my review, kind of on the parts that you're really wondering about, and then you buy the machine, then you come back to my review and watch the whole thing to learn everything there is to learn about it. And, you know, that's pretty much how it is. Or maybe the order be a little bit different, but either way. And, yeah, here it is. So my review is 45 minutes long. Admittedly, look, I'll be honest, I look back at this review, and even though I was proud of it at the time, I cringe. Because there are some parts where... You know, there are some parts where it's like, that could have been cut out. That took up too much time. So I do think I do want to kind of redo this review at some point and try to cut it down to like 25 minutes maybe. Like, make it pretty much half the time. That's the goal, at least. Because now that I've done the main review, I can kind of focus on what's changed in the 2 years and go from there, which I think would be quite handy. And my maintenance guide on the Animal 3 got even more views than the actual video, which is really nice. I get a lot of nice positive comments. The maintenance guide's 21 minutes long, but I'm very proud of it. It covers everything you would need to cover. It covers everything that you would need to cover and needed to cover, and you know, it's pretty good in that regard. But yeah. Oh, hey, Nate J. Good to see you in here. Costco has the Ball Animal 3 for $280. I was like, damn, this is the one with the turbine. Yeah, so that's the Animal 3 Plus. That's the one we were just looking at. Yeah, which is weird. Because the Animal 3 Plus has the turbine, and the Animal 3 Extra also has the tangle-free turbine. Or the pet groom tool. But yeah. Riley is snoring really loud. Babe! Ruby, why are you shouting at me? Ruby, why are you being a Borky sausage? Why are you being a loud sausage? I do not see a reason for the loudness of sausage. Can y'all see her? Look at her. Ruby Tuesday. It's Ruby Saturday. Tail slam. Yeah, her tail is... You can hear that thunk as it smacks everything as she walks by. I don't know why. Every time I try to get Riley's attention, I say Riley or I say babe, because usually I don't say Riley. For some reason, she barks. I don't know why. Also, if someone rings the doorbell, she will bark. Not if they try to break in. Just if they ring the doorbell. So yeah. It's weird. Do I spot a Eureka Victory in the background? You do, yes. My dog Maya does that too, yeah. It's the Corgi in her. I'm sure it's the Corgi. Because pits don't usually bark too often. Along with ravioli. I want some ravioli. That sounds good. That's a normal dog thing. It probably is. I hadn't had a dog in years before Ruby, so not used to it. Well, I'm used to it now, but prior to that, I wasn't used to it. Because obviously, you know, we've had her for... Well, Riley's had her for, I think, 1.5 years before I came into the picture. So, either way. My Maltese did that. Nice. I still, to this day, use my Whirlwind Limited Plus, and I will use that till I'm long gone out of this world. I have you live on my smart TV, and her barking alerted my dog. Nice. That's how it should be. That's definitely how it should be. But yeah. Ravioli is a burn-a-doodle, 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 burn-a-doodle. Hey, Chance, I'm going to go to bed, so good night and peace. Yeah, peace out to you, too. Have a good night. But yeah. You know, I haven't used my Animal 3 in a while. Oh, do your guitar because we haven't seen you using your guitar. Oh, okay. Ravioli, ravioli, give me the formioli. Ravioli, ravioli, give me the formioli. Ravioli, ravioli, give me the formioli. Ravioli, ravioli, give me the formula. Ravioli, ravioli, give me the formula. Ravioli, 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 give me the formula. Ravioli. Ravioli, give me the formula. 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 Ravioli. Formioli. Ravioli. 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 You should do a cover of Come With Me by Specialty. I don't remember that. The lyrics go so fast that even though I remember some of them. Tonight the DJ makes his move. Something dropping from the roof? I'm trying to remember. All the people on the floor, they shake their bodies, cry for more. Never let this feeling go and let the music take control. Something, 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 something. Turn it up, 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 up. Hand cramp, ouch. Hey Chance, do you think a Samsung S22 Ultra is still a good option for 2025? Absolutely. I mean, hell, I still use a Note 10, and that's quite old at this point. Hell, I could still use my Note 9 if I wanted to. I could still use my Note 8 if I wanted to. So yeah, I mean, S22 Ultra is still a great phone. Absolutely. I would hope so. Otherwise, how far behind am I? At the end of every week, each one of us becomes a freak. I feel like there's some innuendos in there too. Who knows? Did you ever saw that Whirlwind Victory Big Cup that someone's trying to sell for 188 on eBay? Can you play Chop Suey? Oof. I don't know that one. I don't know it. I don't know. I'm just kind of bullshitting it. I should probably learn that one. There was a System of a Down song that I knew on drums. I don't know if it was Chop Suey or if it was a different one. Toxicity? I can't remember. It was from that record, at least. guitar super light. I have one. I just sold one, but I still have another one if you want it. Some people. Thank you, Andrew, for the guitar compliments. I appreciate that. I'm not a good guitar player, but I'm getting better at least. So, I was shit, and now I'm just bad. So I'm going in the right direction. Do you know Aeroplane? I do not. Introduce you to the characters in the show. One says yes, one says no. Decide which voice in your head you can keep alive. Even in madness, I know you still believe. Baby, on canvas, so I become what you can never be. I dare you to tell me to walk through fire, wear my soul, and call me love. I dare you to tell me to walk through fire, dare you to tell me when I die too. That ruined, I destroyed, that was terrible. Rick Hoover, Sharts. place where everyone, all of us could find. But all the maps have failed to venture through the veil and realize these roads are intertwined. Far beyond those walls, gleaming black and white, further than our faults, schemes of wrong and right, to field where we can walk, leaving all our names behind. I will meet you there, beyond the pines, temple and twilight adore, the light and easy air, tracing the lines on our palms. Somewhere down the road, a place where we can go, where everyone, everything is fine. And when we're all awake, we can finally make an end of these divisions in our minds. Far beyond those walls, gleaming black and white, further than our faults, schemes of wrong and right, to field where we can walk, leaving all our names behind. I will meet you there, beyond the pines, temple and twilight adore, the light and easy air, tracing the lines on our palms. Yeah, I will meet you there, beyond the pines, temple and twilight adore, the light and easy air, tracing the lines on our palms. I will meet you there, to sleep. A breath will be our prayer, so fast and deep. Oceans we will swim, vast, complete. I will meet you there, beyond the pines, temple and twilight adore, the light and easy air, tracing the lines on our poles. I will meet you there, beyond the pines, temple and twilight adore, the light and easy air, tracing the lines on our poles. I will meet you there. I will meet you there, beyond the pines, temple and twilight adorn, light and easy air, tracing the lines on our poles. I Thank you, Tougher, for the $1 super chat. I appreciate it. I appreciated that. I just did that completely wrong. How did I forget those lyrics? I just listened to that song. How did I just forget those lyrics? I just had those in my head. How did I forget? How did I blank on those lyrics? I just had them. How? Oh, okay. How did I forget that? Flowers, I found you, the truest red that I'd ever seen, till you cut yourself on the thorns. Instead, I kissed your palms, and we both laughed, so unaware of the gathering storm. It's gonna rain till the laughing breaks. A tidal wave of fear and pain carries us away. Another fight into the night until nothing else remains. How do we find harbor from the hurricane? Sheltered shadows, the quiet song of your blisters, the dark, your skin like a rose neath my hands. I can't keep from wondering why nothing good could ever stay. My faith feels like a fistful of sand. It's gonna rain till the levee breaks. A tidal wave of fear and pain carries us away. Another fight into the night until nothing else remains. How do we find harbor from the hurricane? So, I'm probably going to stop streaming. Thank you for the $1 super chat, Teffer. I appreciate that. Alright. Yeah, I'll probably go ahead and head out. It's 11:41. I want to go to bed, frankly. I will see you guys in the next video, which will be a vacuum saved. More than likely. Unless something goofy happens. More than likely it'll be vacuum saved. Either way, I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one. Peace. Good night.